Hello everyone and welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today we are talking gloss and it is none other than the new 100% pure fruit pigmented lip gloss. Woo! So I think a lot of brands, one of you commented this as well, a lot of brands are coming out with lip glosses. Not only do I think it's very conducive to the weather, but I think brands are finally understanding sticky lip gloss we don't want. So there are so many good formulations on the market. So whenever new colors come out in a range of price points, I am always really excited from that. And these new ones from 100% pure, no exception. So per usual, the shade run is pretty limited, but I do think it will suit a variety of skin tones despite that, and the formulation is really nice, but we'll get there. To start off, let's talk about the packaging, because 100% pure packaging, just putting it out there, is not always my favorite, but the product inside is always really, really beautiful. So I kind of push that to the side, no big deal. But this is actually quite playful and chic, I believe. So they look a little something like this. Pretty traditional gloss packaging where the cap and bottle are like the same length, if that makes sense. So you can completely see through it, which I love because you can see what color you have here. Cap is rose gold that has little like etched in strawberries. I don't know, I just think it looks expensive. I think it looks cute because you almost don't notice it. And then I think rose gold is always one of those, I think all of us are like, we're like little moths. We're like, that looks pretty, I like that. So I really like what they did here. It's quite simple. Shade name will be there on the bottom, but I love that you could see the color through. Something else that makes these very different is the applicator. So when you first look at it, it does just look like your traditional doe foot applicator. It does have that angled shape. The product sort of collects there at the tip, but it has a ton of movement. It's really, really wiggly. Now, I don't know the benefit to that, but I also know that it's not a bad part of it as well. It's kind of fun to swipe back and forth on the lips. So these do retail for $22. They are formulated with vitamin E and real fruit pigments, as often 100% pure products are, especially when it has the name fruit pigmented lip gloss. And they have a very sweet, fruity smell, but it's not sickly, and it's not, I can't smell it while it's on my lips from my nose. So if you're familiar with their pomegranate oil lipsticks, then you will know what the scent is like. It's exactly like that. I think it's really, really yummy and sweet. So we have 5 shades, 3 more of the nude variety, 1 little pop of color, and then the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now. So I'm going to be throwing these on my lips this time for you just because there is a more limited shade run. I did quickly want to speak about the formula. So they really nailed it because it is that perfect gloss formula where you can see what I'm wearing right now. This is the shade. It looks really dark and scary, but on my lips, it's like, it's definitely this color, but a very wearable version of it. So what I love about when they make that in-between pigment is that these look really good alone, which I think is really nice because some of them just don't deliver enough color, or they'll start kind of falling apart if they don't have that sort of concrete foundation of a lipstick or lip product of any kind to sort of glide on top of. These look beautiful on their own. They don't sit in the lip line. Sometimes when it's very pigment heavy, the pigment can kind of settle in certain lines. This is not doing it at all. Really nice high shine finish. Some glosses are just shinier than others. For instance, the Cure Weiss glosses are not the shiniest of lip glosses. If you're familiar with like the Fit Glow Beauty or the Air Perez Mango Lip Honey, something like that. They have that really nice plush feel. It's not quite as plush and amazing as the Fit Glow lip color serums. It is more comparable to something like the Air Perez Mango Lip Honey. So if you like that formulation, these are a couple bucks cheaper. Definitely has a more variety of shades. And then I do like that when they focus on nudes because me personally, I think I look kind of flat if I just wear a nude lipstick as it is. I do often like to use a liner and a gloss just to sort of bring it to life and make the lips look really juicy and full. So very comfortable to wear. As always with a lip gloss, you're not going to get the most longevity out of them, but I do think as far as glosses are concerned, these don't like evaporate or anything. They're not a very thin texture. You can feel them on the lips, but in a really comfortable, hydrating nourishing way, if that makes sense. So I know a lot of you are like, shut up, Ashley, we want to see the colors, and I'm listening. I'm going for it. All right. First up is the shade Naked. And when I first saw Naked, I was like, I think that might kind of wash me out. And while it does have a little bit of a milky tone to it, still so beautiful and wearable. It is a more milky, cool tone pink, but since they have that nice in-between pigment, it doesn't completely mask out the lips and erase any of the color. It just lightens up the color a little bit. So this would really be great on top of something that is a very similar shade. For instance, some of the new Kjaer Weis Nude Naturally lipsticks would pair really nicely with this. Or it also looks good if you have a very pigmented lip color that you would like just tone down a little bit with a bit of a glossy finish. But it definitely has some color. It is by no means a clear gloss. Next up is the shade Pink Caramel. When I heard that name, I was like, I'm gonna like this one. I just know it. And that's because this one is similar to the shade that I just shared with you in Naked. This just has a little bit more beigey brown to it. So with a little bit more pink too, I would say that lighter one almost looks more peach in comparison, but still a beautiful shade. I would happily wear this one alone or on top of something else as well. It has just a little bit more color. This would look great on Nudist 27 Kisses. This would also look great with the shade Foxglove in the 100% Pure Fruit Pigmented line if you want to make it a little bit more nude than pink. Really, really pretty shade. I dig that one a lot. Next up, this is the one I've had the longest. This is the one I thought I would initially be attracted to, and it probably, I don't know if it's my favorite because I really do enjoy all the shades, but it's certainly up there, and this is in the shade Mably. And as the name would suggest, this is just a little bit darker. This is more like your mid-tone if we're gonna talk shade ranges here. So this is right there in the middle, quite pink, quite warm, leaning more neutral, but this just is a nice, very beautiful mauve shade that's not too brown, it's not too purple. It kind of sits at that sweet spot in the middle, which makes it for a great layering option, but I also love how this looks on my lips alone as well. Next up is Strawberry, and this one I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like her. That's just not my color. You guys know it, but it is a very true strawberry shade, leaning more pink than red. But on the lips, it's just a really healthy, beautiful, warm pink that I love a lot. This one I love to wear alone. I wore it in the What's New video. If you guys saw that, I did make note of that in that video as well, but it's not as intimidating as it looks in here. In fact, it's quite brightening and uplifting to the face, and it's not a neon hot crazy pink, while still providing quite a bit of warmth and life to the face, like I said. Now, rounding everything off is the shade that I'm wearing, which is the shade Pomegranate Wine. And like I already shared with you, these look like they're gonna be a really intense cream finish when you just look at them in the packaging here because it is so opaque. But when you put them on the lips, they have a really nice, just sheer quality to them that's not too sheer. So I love this one. This is for those of you who really like a glossy lip. Maybe you're fearful of a little bit more bold lips. This will allow you to dip your toes into those waters. I always recommend these as sort of like a gateway drug into the reds. But not only that, I think these shades are so perfect for summer because it kind of looks like you just ate a popsicle. It looks really fresh and healthy, but it is very low maintenance. And because this isn't overly pigmented, you don't need to line the lips. You don't need to worry about it bleeding into the lip lines, anything like that. And I love it. So that is all 5 shades. I know there's not a ton per usual. I wish there was more shades. I always do, but now that I know that the formula is so amazing, I will feel confident just sort of picking up new shades as they come out. They are incredible. $22, like I said, they're on the website. You can always really trust 100% Pure's ingredients. I love what they've done with the packaging here, and I think it's sort of a step in the right direction, especially because I don't think we've had a new item from them, at least not on the website, that we carry in quite some time. So I was really excited to see these. I'm happy that I enjoy them more than other gloss formulas that they've released in the past that we haven't carried. So it's just a really, really welcome edition, and they are ready to be shopped right here, right now. So I'm gonna link those down below with a full ingredients list. I will also include a swatch photo of them all swatched on my arms. I know that can be very helpful for you all, especially those who may not have the same skin tone as me, but do know they sit somewhere in the middle as far as coverage is concerned, so you can layer them, wear them on their own, and that is always my favorite sweet spot with lip glosses. And look, not sticky at all. They feel so good on. But I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. You know, lip glosses get me really excited. If you'd like me to do a roundup of my favorite glosses, I can absolutely do that, from shades to formulas and then some. I know kind of 'tis the season, and it is looking like we may actually be able to spend some time outside of these confined walls, which I'm very much looking forward to. So I hope everyone is staying safe. All products, the links that you need, social media, everything I include in the description box down below, so make sure you check it out. Please do give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I upload new videos here every Thursday and Sunday, and I do not want you guys to miss it. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye!